This is page number 83. In this diagram we can see the topping combustor assembly. In here we can see the carbonized flue gas inlet is in the left side of the diagram. It has PFB vitiated air and gas turbine compressor air during PFB startup and or outage. So in here we can see the multi-annular swill burner. Cooling water outlet is available and cooling water inlet is available in the bottom of the diagram, and top is cooling water outlet. Insulation is we can see, and steel shell is we can see support bars, and emission sampling and thermocouple leaks, thermocouple racks, and thermocouple racks another one is available. Cooling water inlet and cooling water outlet available. In the right side of the topping combustor assembly we can see the MASB products of combustion to Allison gas turbine. MASB means multi-annular swill burner. So the question: why is a safety relief valve installed close to a pressure reduction valve in a steam line? It is an added safety to the steam line to avoid sudden steam pressure development in the steam main. In case the pressure reducing valve fails to operate properly, means the valve may get stuck up in open position, impairing the downstream pressure of steam LP. The safety valve fitted closely to the PRV is set to a pressure slightly greater than LP steam pressure, and it goes off if there is an accidental pressure development in the low pressure side. Question: what are the boiler baffles? The flow of hot combustion gas over the banks of boiler tubes is controlled by what are called baffles. We can see in figures baffles arrangement, and refractory tile baffle is shown in the top of the diagram. Refractory tile baffle. So this is the refractory tile and baffle arrangement in bent tube boiler is in the lower diagram. So the question: why are baffles placed in the path of hot flue gases in the convective shaft of water tube boilers? Answer: to put into effect a more even distribution and transfer to convective heat from hot combustion gases to the convective heating surfaces of the boiler unit. Moreover, they maintain proper gas velocity, facilitate fly ash and soot deposition, and reduce draft loss. Question: again I am repeating, why are the baffles placed in the path of hot flue gas in the convective shaft of water tube boilers? Answer: to put into effect a more even distribution and transfer to convective heat steam hot combustion gases to the convective heating surface of the boiler unit. Moreover, they maintain proper gas velocity, facilitate fly ash and soot deposition, and reduce draft loss. Question: upon what factors does baffle arrangement depend? Answer: allowable draft loss, the layout of boiler, heating surface and its dimension, gas outlet position, fuel burning equipment and operating parameters, baffle supporting device. And question: what factors should be considered in the designing of baffle? Answer: the baffle design should be such that it ensures best distribution of heating surface with respect to the gaseous product of combustion, ensures proper fuel gas velocity, maintains crash flow of flue gas past the boiler tubes, deposits fly ash and dust where it is accessible for easy removal, and eliminates dead pockets, avoid high draft loss. Next question: when may the furnace baffles open out? Answer: due to crack or formation of patch holes. Answer a question: what will happen in the case of baffle failure? Answer: combustion gases will be short circuited when baffles open out. A modified heat redistribution will take place. Some parts will get more overheated than others. Tubes may be fail. Excessive flue gas temperature at stock outlet will occur, and this will bring down the overall thermal efficiency of the boiler. Question: why is a slag screen installed? Answer: the slag screen, as its name implies, is installed to overcome clogging of boiler tubes as a result of cooling and othering of molten slag on the tube surfaces. Where is the slag screen installed? At the entry of the convective shaft of the boiler furnace. Why are the slag screens installed at the entry to the convective shafts? It is required that the hot flue gases and molten slag before their entry to the convective shaft of the furnace should be cooled to a point at which they will not stick to the boiler tube surfaces. To avoid clogging, the water tube boilers are given the facility of slag screens installed at the entry. So these are the slag screen installed upstream of boiler tubes. Boiler tubes are we can see in left diagram, and slag screen staggered arrangement is on the right side. Gas flow is from the right side to the left side. So top one is staggered arrangement, bottom one is inline arrangement. The next question: what are the drawbacks of a slag screen? Answer: a slag screen limits the maximum distance for effective tube cleaning by soup blowing. This imposes restriction on tube bank design. Second, reduces the accessibility for the repair or replacement of faulty boiler tubes. Question: in what pattern can slag screen be arranged? Inline arrangement and staggered arrangement. Question: which one is better? Inline arrangement is better. Why is inline arrangement better? Answer: inline arrangement has wider tube spacing. It reduces tagging. The wider tube spacing facilitates manual cleaning, washing, and replacement of boiler tubes. Question: why is the steam drum provided? It is provided to carry out the process of separation and steam purification at higher pressures with the aid to baffles and other devices called steam internals, as well as to provide inadequate amount of steam storage. A question: what are the drum internals? Answer: it includes all apparatus within a steam drum, vice baffles and various devices to affect the separation of steam from steam water mixture, the various chemicals, the feed water admission pipelines and blow down lines. A question: what should be the basic qualities of drum internals? Answer: they should provide highly pure steam to prevent superheated tubes from burnouts and the steam turbine from follow the nominal capacity. Maintain purity of steam at steady rate deposit the fluctuation of boiler water concentrations over a wide range. Maintain steam purity despite the fluctuations of water level occurring during normal operation. Ensure steam-free water to downcomer tubes for maximum circulation. Ensure minimum pressure drop through the separators. Provide maximum accessibility for inspection of the drum. Be basically simple in design to minimize the installation and removal time. The question: what fundamental steps are involved during the process of steam separation and purification in the steam drum? Answer: the process involves three steps: separation, steam washing, steam scrubbing. Separation is the primary step, while steam washing and steam scrubbing are secondary. What is steam separation? It is a process of eliminating bulk masses of water droplets from steam. Question: how can steam separation can be achieved? Answer: this can be affected by any one of following three methods: gravity separation, abrupt change in direction of flow pattern, centrifugal separation using baffles, impact against a plate. What is a dry pipe? Answer: it is a perforated or slotted pipe placed in the highest part of the boiler to provide commercially dry 97% of dry of system. It is capped pipe fitted with a drain to prevent accumulation of water and perforated opening at the top that allow the entry of steam and but discourage the entry of water. The opening are drilled holes 20 mm dia or slots 7.5 mm wide. What are the baffles? Baffles are steam drum internals that break up steam water jet entering the drum. How many types of baffles are in use? Deflected battle baffle, offset deflected battle baffle, slotted deflected, V baffle, perforated plate and V baffle, angle iron deflector, and hydraulic barrel compartment baffle. We can see the pictures in next video. Thank you.